Hi, welcome to Three Random Monkeys. I'm Dana.
I'm Bill.
And today we are going to be reviewing the Firefly Jazz bass. This golden glory right here.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So, this little darling comes in at $169.
$197 to my door.
Yeah.
Shipping included.
It is a made in China Fender Jazz bass clone. It has a mahogany body, a Canadian maple neck. I don't know if it knows that it was born in Canada. It has a AA or AAA rosewood fretboard. It has
AAA.
Two single coil jazz pickups. They're surprisingly clean and quiet, for single coils. You have a neck volume, bridge volume, and master tone. Right now,
Tone. It is a bass, though, so how toneful can it be, really?
well, we'll get to that. So, it's right at 9.5 pounds.
Which is a little portly.
It's a little portly, not
Kind of like us.
yeah, not so portly as some basses can be.
Get that 4-inch strap.
Or Les Pauls. So anyhow, I'm going to start going through the setup. So the neck pickup with the tone rolled down. So this will be the nice warm tone.
That was a little noisy on that one.
That was bridge pickup with the tone all the way up. That was the neck pickup with the tone all the way up. Now we're on the bridge pickup. So yeah, it's got that jazz bass bridge thing going for it. Now if both pickups are on, it gets humbuckery and the noise goes away. Yep.
A little more girth there.
Well, this is both pickups full and the tone knob full. So this is both pickups tone knob roll down.
Baby shark doop doop. Sorry.
So when we got this, if you've seen our previous video, linked below, this bass was in unplayable condition. There was no relief in the neck. The strings were flat against the fretboard, and once Bill got done farting around with it, I loosened the truss rod completely and didn't think it made a difference whatsoever.
I was worried about that.
Yep, so was I. After about 72 hours, though, we got some bow in there, a little relief, and it's actually worked out to the point where now I could probably tighten the truss rod a little bit and take some of that relief out. But it depends on, that's user preference, whatever you like. But it's a surprisingly affordable, easy playing bass. The neck is thin, very jazz bass like. The fretwork is spectacular, and the nut is cut right. It's
What about the tuners? Has it stayed in tune?
oh yeah, it's pretty rock solid. They're standard open gear tuners, Chinese things, but it seems, I don't know. I still think Firefly punches way above their weight, and
But it wasn't usable out of the box.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, and it's not fair. It's not fair to have instruments that are aimed at, I guess, like the beginner group.
I hate that designation.
True.
I mean, what is a beginner instrument so cheap that when you decide, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, that you don't mind not ever doing it again?
Well, a lot of our players on the internet and such
No, but
will say
guitar players. Guitar players.
This is a guitar.
It's a bass.
But they'll say that any guitar that you buy is going to need a setup. There's, take it to Guitar Center or wherever and
Agreed.
and pay somebody to give a a professional. But take it from me. There's a million YouTube videos out there that show you how to do a setup on your instruments, whether it's a bass, whether it's a guitar, whether it's a Strat or a Tele or a Les Paul or an SG.
But is your average beginner going to do that? You're a
It
mom
doesn't-
and you're buying it for your son, and it's like you give it to him for Christmas and he opens it up and it's like, gee, this thing is horrible. I can't even play it. And is a mom going to research I mean, I agree. I'm with you.
No,
I'm with
no.
you.
Some 15-year-old kid is probably not going to want to do a setup. And taking a $169 instrument, taking it somewhere and paying $100 to get a setup on it, plus the cost of the string,
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So yeah,
Oh,
it is.
speaking of strings, these are the genuine strings as well.
Yeah, these are the originals. I have no idea. They're regular round wound strings. I don't know, nickel strings, whatever that means. But I haven't changed the strings on them. I probably will change. I actually like the sound of this, but it's an easy playing, fun bass. But your mileage may vary depending on what you get right out of the box.
Because it was not stellar. I was disappointed, and
Okay. So
or am I just totally off base on
You are not
because
off-
I am a drummer here, so
You are not-
I just hit things. I hit things.
okay, you're not off base because I look at these Firefly guitars as project. What you can buy $169 or $200 whatever, and what can you do to it? We've got videos on how we upgraded the Firefly SG copy. Links down below.
Good video. You should watch it.
Yep, and a couple of pickup swaps and electronic swaps for not a lot of money made it a pretty stellar guitar, and I'm really 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 pleased with the sound that we're getting out of it now. Now, before this even came in, I started looking on eBay for the Kelling Sound electronics, and there is a jazz bass. It has concentric knobs on top of knobs that allow for different tones and volumes for each of the different pickups. So that looks, upgrading the electronics could be interesting. The pickups, I like the sound of the pickups on this one already, but maybe some upgrades. Give me a suggestion. Jazz bass pickup upgrades down in the comments below.
It's bottom line. I mean, how did you feel about the pickup guard being kind of jacked up and the screws being in there kind of crooked?
Well, once again, you can say for $169, what do you expect?
Yeah, but what if you're you work at Burger King and this is you want to be a rock star and $200 to your door was all you could afford,
No.
and all of a sudden it's like I expect it to. I think that's wrong. I think it should quality control should count even at $200.
I agree. I totally agree. And it's easily fixed, with some wood glue and toothpicks and, center those screws.
Not a
but
big
it's,
deal, really.
It's not a big deal to me. It could be, the neck was definitely a big deal to anyone who might think that they're going to be able to play this out of the box because it was unplayable out of the box.
Yeah, and that sucks.
And obviously, we are not being compensated for this video with those kinds of.
And I'd have to say, if we were, I would still say the same thing. You know, if something sucks, it sucks. And the more money you pay, the better it should be. But there shouldn't be a point where you accept crap, you know, even if it's, you know, I say even if it's only $200, but maybe to somebody that $200 is, hey, I had to scrounge for that. But you get what I'm saying.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. But like I said earlier, if you're willing to do a little research and a little elbow grease, you can make most any of your stringed instruments more tolerable to play, but you can actually make them play the way you want them to play.
As long as we have a good starting point.
Good starting point, yeah. But it sounds mighty good. And it's easy to play, and, you know, I like the neck. I really like the neck. And the gold color is, you know.
I like the gold. The paint is nice.
Yep.
So there it is, bottom line for you. If you guys, you know, are willing to risk setup and a few minor cosmetic flaws, $200 to your door, at least to my door. So in the U.S., I would say it's probably the same.
Yep.
So yeah, Firefly
Thanks.
Jazz Bass.
All right. Let us know what you think.
Like and subscribe, and, you know, comment. And hey, even hit the bell if you want to know when we put out some other stupid video. Because, you know, we want to see you even though we can't. Are you there?
Thanks very much. Be good.
Ciao.